Hello, everybody. I hope you also enjoyed Sandra Postel's lecture on water. She first opened this lecture by telling us how fundamental water is to our livelihood. It is the basis of life. We are all dependent on it. Yet, of all the water our planet has, only 1% of it is available to our use. That 1% is both fresh water and accessible, i.e., it is not locked in glaciers or other sources. This 1% of water that we are dependent on is facing a growing number of challenges, especially due to climate change. The occurrence of floods and droughts is worsening around the world, and the rate of them is increasing. We are, as droughts are, which is water shortages. We're having water shortages. She described how Cape Town had day zero, where they were planning on cutting water off to all of its citizens. We are experiencing a growing number of algae blooms. She discussed how this affected a large proportion of the population of Ohio. People could not drink from their tap for almost a week. We are also experiencing dead zones at the mouths of rivers where they reach the ocean due to excessive nutrients in those rivers. We are experiencing a growing number of wildfires. This goes along the water shortages and droughts. We are also experiencing sea level rise, which is providing a great challenge for those who live along the coast. As Sandra Postel suggests, all of these challenges are immense and they cannot be faced alone. We must tackle them as a community. One of the largest things that we can do is to have a partnership. We need to have communication between members of our community. This collaboration between irrigators and regulators is necessary if we are to protect water for the current generation and future generations. One of these methods of collaboration that she discussed was the recharging of aquifers on farmland. So instead of just letting winter storm waters potentially flood areas, they would use those winter flood waters over farmland. And where this was done, where crops could sustain the flooding, and by having it spread out over the land, it was given a chance to percolate into the ground and recharge the aquifer. This is being done in the Central Valley. We also need regulation, laws that support conservation and efficiency. She discussed how it was just a few decades ago when a law passed that basically changed the plumbing industry. They had to revitalize a lot of their designs and make their plumbing implements more efficient. You cannot buy a toilet that takes 5 gallons for a single flush, as she stated. Again, it's using these things that are nuisances oftentimes and trying to turn them into assets. I mentioned the floodwaters in rural areas. She also discussed stormwater use in urban areas. So turning stormwater, which is a nuisance, into an asset through the use of rain gardens, where we can catch this water, feed vegetation, make greener cities, and healthier watersheds. I think most importantly, she suggests that we need to advance a societal ethic of stewardship, that we are the steward species. We are here to take care of this planet, not to mine it, not to harm it, not to extract its resources. And on that topic, she says that water, again, she concludes that water is the basis of all life and is not a resource, but instead is a source of life in itself. My name is AJ Murphy. It is September 6th, 2022. Have a great day, everyone.